Okay. Hi. My name is Grayson and I read books. So, last book I read was Catabasis by R.F. Kuang and I gave it a 5 out of 5. It was definitely a new favorite. And after I finished this book, I couldn't help but think to myself, I'm feeling a bit reading slumped. And so, what do I do? Of course, I go buy a new book. And not just one book. I actually bought two books. One of them is over there, but I'll show you later. But this is the one that I've decided on reading for now. It's called Never Lie by Frida McFadden. It's so good. I literally just devoured. I'm new to the Frida McFadden scene. No one crucify me. But my friend Sarah, shout out Sarah, recommended this one to me because she said that this is what got her into Frida McFadden. So I'm currently reading this to get myself into like the spooky thriller Halloween spirit. So I'm gonna really quick read this because a lot of people say that Frida McFadden is like a palate cleanser to them. And so she's not like super duper boring. She's more like you could read this book as like if you're in a book slump, basically. And so that's what I'm doing. I kind of felt like I was in a mini book slump after Catabasis. I finished it probably Friday or Saturday of last week and just haven't found anything that I've really wanted to read. No, I finished it Thursday of last week. And no, I did finish it Friday. I'm lying. I finished it Friday of last week. And actually, no, I did finish it Thursday. I don't know, I'm arguing with myself. I finished it on Thursday. And ever since, I just have not found like a book that I've felt like reading. I have 5 books over there that I may have showed you. I have The Genius Plague, The White Album by Didion. I have The Secret History. I'm gonna have to read that at some point. A book called The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Turton. That's another mystery. And then The Jungle by Upton Sinclair. I really want to read The Jungle. I think that might be one of my first reads of 2026. Or if I'm feeling it, that could be a book that I read during my winter break. So I don't know yet. But yeah, this is my current read, Never Lie by Frida McFadden. It's so good so far. I would definitely rate it a 4 out of 5. It kind of gives me like simplistic vocabulary. I'm not experiencing like a bunch of like mental effort to read it, which I guess is fine after the book that I just read. But I do appreciate how simplistic it is to read and how it's easy to follow and also very detailed and very like I can picture what's happening. Let me know who you guys picture as the main characters if you've ever read this book. For the main character, I am picturing Blake Lively, and then for the male main character, so for Trisha, I'm picturing Blake Lively. Trisha is the girl main character. And then for the boy main character, Ethan, I'm picturing, honestly, like whoever plays Conrad Fisher from The Summer I Turned Pretty. I don't know the actor's name, but that is who I picture as Ethan. So that is my little mini update. I will update you once I have read a little bit more of this. This is kind of gonna be like more of like a mini vlog. I might do a double feature, and this will be like the beginning of the vlog. And then I'll also just show you Clytemnestra after I finish that one. I'll show you that book in a sec. As far as what I have been snacking on, if you have never been to the Target section during fall, oh my God, you're missing out. This is called Pumpkin Spice Trail Mix. Y'all, this stuff is bust down bomb. Like, I love this stuff. It has honey roasted peanuts, pumpkin spice flavored pretzel balls, pumpkin shaped marshmallow cream, and then pumpkin spice mini cups. Pumpkin spice mini cups. I have... Oh, the pumpkin spice mini cups are the white things. Okay, I was thinking that was the mellow creams, but the mellow creams are basically the pumpkin candy corns. Okay. So this is what I've been snacking on while I read. And also, hold on, let me go get my other snack and then the other book that I've been reading. Okay, y'all, when I tell you this is the best fall snack ever. So 2 years ago when I was a freshman in college, I went to the University of Alabama and I was all by myself. I had limited money, and so I had to pick my snacks very carefully and very meticulously. So I went to Target one day and saw these on the shelf. Now, these are going to be pumpkin spice flavored goldfish. And I know what you're thinking, sweet in a goldfish, like absolutely not. And I thought the same thing. I'm not a huge pumpkin person. But I got these and tried them. This was the best snack I've ever had in my whole life. So ever since then, and I think I only got 2 bags. I got 1 bag, finished it in 2 weeks, got another bag, finished it in 2 weeks. But then when I moved home last year to go to community college for a year, I did not find them in stores. And I remember looking it up and I saw that they were discontinued. And I was like, oh no, my favorite fall snack. My new favorite tradition. I've only had it twice and that's my favorite. And yeah, I know that sounds crazy, but so imagine my shock and awe to find out I went to a Target near the school that I currently attend, and on the shelf, I was gobsmacked, y'all. So I looked it up and apparently I think they like signed a petition or something. Maybe I'm just like blatantly lying, but like I'm pretty sure they did something to bring these back because I didn't see them last year. And I looked it up and it said discontinued. So I guess they brought them back. So I got 2 bags because I don't have a Target near me. So that is the like tier A snack that I've been eating. As for the other book, so keep in mind this is the book I'm reading right now. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, oh, this is much better. Yeah, this next to this, like, anyways, so I'm reading Never Lie right now, but after I finish this, me and my friend Sarah that I shouted out earlier are going to be reading this book together. It's called Clytemnestra by Costanza Casati. And basically what I heard is that this book is about feminism. And feminism in the way of like I like the feminism, because sometimes authors try to like do feminism in a way that's like too pushy and like edgy and like, but like this book is Greek mythology, and so first of all, duh, it's gonna be good. But it's a Greek myth of a woman who becomes a tyrant ruler because she plots on her husband, and I'm assuming she does something bad to him, because on the back it says a power isn't given to you, you have to take it for yourself. So I'm hoping that she does take the power, and I'm hoping that it is a really good book. The font is a little bit smaller than the one I'm reading right now, but also the pages are very, very thick. There's only 482 pages, but this is well, I guess maybe the pages aren't that thick. Let's see 152 pages in this bad boy. Sorry, you guys really don't care, but I'm just doing this for me, because nobody's probably watching this anyway. No, I'm right. The pages are a bit thick, I would say. They feel very thick, at least, so. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. So, new book coming next, because I have to read this before I see Sarah next. And to finish off this clip of the segment, I'm gonna eat a goldfish. Peace out. Gonna read more of my book. Okay. Hey everyone. I just wanted to do a little update on my book that I've been reading. I finished about 100 more pages, so I only have like this much left. I believe it's not even 100. Yeah, I only have 92. Wait, hold on. 92 minus 4. I think I only have 88 pages left. So the book is really, really, really good. I have some theories that obviously I'll share once I'm done, but this author, she low-key got me. She low-key is cooking. Like, I might have to, whenever I finish my Clytemnestra book, I might have to go shopping again in November and get another Frida McFadden book, and then another, like, other book, I guess. But this is so good. I've flown through it. Sorry. I've flown through it. It's been so gripping and captivating. It's, like I said before in the last clip, it's simplistic writing, but like, 6, 7. What are you really gonna like expect from like someone who cranks out like 2 novels a year, you know? Like, but I mean, it's still good. So I also don't think I've ever explained like the premise of the book. So basically, the premise is there's this couple and they are going to view a house listing, and their names are Trisha and Ethan, and Trisha and Ethan are going to view a house listing because they just got married, and they end up getting snowed in. And it is this house that belonged to this therapist or psychiatrist, psychologist, whatever. And that is like the premise of the book. And they're snowed in and they're trapped in this lady's house. And I'm not going to give too much more away. There is a really cool element I like that a lot of people, this is also kind of like what gripped me into reading the book, is there are, what's it called? There are audio transcripts of like conversations, and so that part of the book is like really interesting to me because it ties into like the present and the past. Oh, it's so good, y'all. It is so good. I have my theories about who I think may have done it. But I don't know. I also have this theory that one character may be another character and they like change their name, but I'm not sure. I don't know yet. But we'll have to see. But I really don't know. I think I know. I think I know. I'm gonna lock in a prediction now in my head, and then I'll come back to do some laundry, and then after I do while I'm doing my laundry, I'm gonna try and read some more of my book, and then I'll speak. I'll come back once I have hopefully finished the novel, and I'll let you guys know my final thoughts. And also, I'll do like a little bit of a spoilery section for those of you who have read this book, because, whew, thank you, Frida McFadden. Mwah. Anyways, that's all for this update. I'll see you later today. Hello, and welcome back to the final installment of the Never Lie video. I think I'm actually just gonna make this video like a conjoined book review of Never Lie and Clytemnestra whenever I finish that one. But I finished it. And so I wanted to give, how does the lighting look if I go like this? Do we like, I feel like this is fine. Maybe. Can I turn this way? Maybe. Does that look better? Yeah, it actually kind of does. Okay, hold on. Okay. Yes, this is so fall. Okay. So first of all, I have I don't know if you can really see that, but I have my fall, hold on. I have my fall fireplace going right now. I have that set up so that I can feel like I'm in the fall spirit. And then also, my favorite snack, my pumpkin spice trail mix. So, on to the book. This book, I gotta be honest, my theory wasn't right. The theory I talked about in the last clip, I thought it was gonna go one way and it didn't. Final rating, I think I'm gonna have to give this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I haven't read any other Frida McFadden books yet, but as for right now, I'm gonna give this one a 4 out of 5. Maybe if I read her others, I'll bump this one up. And also just because of recency bias of like just finishing Catabasis, this is clearly a 4 compared to that. But it was still really, really good. And I did not see the twist coming. So to all of the people that don't want to be spoiled, skip to, I'm going to talk about this for about 3 more minutes. So whatever the time frame is, add 3 minutes and then come back then. Now, to jump into the spoilery section. Wow, wow, wow. From the very beginning, I did not think that it was Trisha, honestly. Like, I fully thought, okay, so here's my theory. Now that all the, like, non-spoiler people are gone, I thought whenever they were saying EJ, and I don't know if this is intentional, I thought EJ was Ethan. And I thought Ethan somehow was, like, the one that was trying to keep Trisha away from all of this. But I thought maybe like EJ got out after Dr. Hale was trying to kill him. And I genuinely thought that Ethan and EJ were one and the same, and I thought that that was the person that was evil in this book. It did not even cross my mind that it was Trisha the whole time. And also, moreover, that it was also Dr. Hale the whole time. And moreover, that it was also Ethan. So, like, everybody evil. The only good person that we saw in this book was Luke. Luke was the only, like, good person, and he got killed off, and I'm so sad. There was, like, a really big theme of lying, obviously never lie, and fear, and I just was not expecting it to go in that way. I was not expecting this big of a twist, and I heard that this one had some good twists, but I didn't think it was gonna be that. Like, this was crazy. So yeah, very extremely happy. Also, my Halloween blanket, it's got like pumpkins and skulls and stuff on it. Anyway, was not expecting it to go in this way. Next time, I think I wanna get the Inmate. Yeah, it's this one right here. I think I wanna read the Inmate next. Either that one or One by One, because I heard that one is like people get killed one by one. I like that kind of like people, oh, we should all split up and then one by one they go missing. Like, I like that kind of vibe. So I think I might read that next after I read my book. But I don't know how long that one's gonna take me because that one was almost 500 pages, I think. So that one might take me a little bit to read. But yeah, I'm honestly very happy. Sorry, I'm picking at my nails. I'm very happy with this book. I would have to probably give it a 4 out of 5. Okay, I think that you non-spoilery people can come back. It's been about 3 minutes, I think, ish. So yeah, 4 out of 5, Never Lie, Frida McFadden. If you've never read her books, this is a really good one to start on, and obviously I'm biased because this is the one that I started on, but good plot twist. I was not expecting the plot twist at all. My life is definitely like changed from this, and I definitely want to read more of her books. It was just so easy to read. It was so devourable. It was so like, I'm satiated, to say the least. I also was going through like a week-long book slump of like I didn't want to pick anything up. Even though you always need to be reading. That's something that I have always said in my heart, is that you always need to have a book that you're reading, whether it's like a page a night, a couple pages a day, 100 pages a day. I think you should be reading every single day. And I am really bad about that. I used to be really good about reading every day, but I need to start like getting back into it. But yeah, 4 out of 5. I would put it probably in, I think I've read 6 or 7 books this year, and I would probably put this in top 4. I think. Yeah, I think that sounds right. I think I would put this in top 4 from this year. But who knows? Maybe Clytemnestra will change all that. But yeah, this was really, really good. Sorry, I'm rambling. I'm saying the same things over and over. But yeah, this was a really, really, really good book. So, all right. I guess I will see you when I have started Clytemnestra. Bye. Hey y'all. So next book has officially been started. I'm 100 pages. I'm 100 pages into Clytemnestra, sorry. It's really good so far. I like it. It's a retelling of Clytemnestra. If you don't know who that is, look it up. I'm not gonna spoil the book for you, just in case you've never read it. But so far, I do recommend it. I love Costanza's like form of writing. It's very different. It's very straightforward. It's kind of descriptive. It's a bit like tongue-in-cheek, but it's good. So, yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes. Right now, I'm at the part where a visitor has just came to her city. If you know, you know. So, yeah. It's going good so far. I'm about to write in my journal. This is my journal. I'm also sick. I also recently made this journal. I'm pretty sure the stickers are gonna fall off soon, so before they do, I'll give you a little tour. This is my journal. This sticker is a heart with a little like Cupid baby in it. This sticker says hit the whoa. This one says Mykonos. This is obviously a megaphone. This one says books, books, books. A dove. And then this says lovable. It's like the definition of love and lovable. I thought that was cute. So yeah, I'm about to write in my journal. Yeah, I just finished my 50 pages for the day, so I will catch back up with you when I've read 200 pages, I think. Yeah, so, all right, au revoir. Okay, I low-key read a little bit more than 100 pages before the update again, but oh well. I don't think I was sick the last time that I videoed, but yeah, I'm sick. So the book is really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. It is actually, I think I may have been sick the last time that I filmed. I'm still sick. I am 250 pages in now. This book is phenomenal. I relate to Clytemnestra so much in the way that like the author makes her like, I'm saying like so much, the way the author writes her personality is so relatable and so refreshing to see someone that has the same perspective on certain things as me. For example, Clytemnestra like struggles a lot with getting the short end of the stick, and she doesn't let it affect her. Like literally every single time it happens to her, she just keeps it in her brain. She's very vengeful. And I don't think that I'm necessarily vengeful, but I do remember a lot of what people have done to me, and like I hold on to it even if it is kind of a bad thing. So I guess I will see how that goes for her. I mean, obviously I already know the myth, I already know the story, but getting to see it all play out and like seeing how she is handling certain people, beautiful. She is so powerful, and like I just wish that I could be just like her. And she hasn't forgotten for a second anything. She hasn't forgotten her power. She has remained strong. She's not like just giving up. And I love that about her. So yeah, I think the next time that I update will be when I'm 350 pages in, and then update when I finish the book. So I guess technically I would update again Saturday maybe, and then I'll update again in maybe Monday, I guess. Maybe Monday I'll just try to finish the book, because 82 pages, I feel like maybe I could do that. Anyway, you really don't care. So far, I think this book is going to be a 4 out of 5. So yeah, Clytemnestra by Costanza Casati is on its way to becoming a 4 so far. I don't see it being a 5 just because of the length. I really, really, really don't like when Greek books are, or not Greek, or Greek retelling books are like over 350 pages maybe, just because it feels like it's already been written. Like, you're just writing more detail in it than like the original people were writing. And that was also my similar issue with Song of Achilles, is like, I literally could look up the story of Achilles and Patroclus in like 5 seconds and know the exact same thing that I would have found out by reading all of however many pages that book was. But I do like the book. It is a really good book. And Costanza's writing is very descriptive. It's very, like, I feel like I'm in the Gynoeceum whenever Clytemnestra is, or I feel like when I'm in the same, there was a scene where she was getting payback on someone and she like turned off the light and then dealt with them, and like that scene, no spoilers, but that scene was so descriptive. I could see every single thing that was happening, you know? And I love books like that. I love when authors can write and like I know exactly what's happening. I was scared because I know that Madeline Miller can write like that really, really good for Greek retellings. Like, I haven't finished Circe. I keep starting it and then I get bored, kind of. Not bored, but like I always have some school thing that I'm doing, and so I get sidetracked. But Madeline Miller writes Greek retelling really, really well in the way that she describes things, because Greek is meant to be so beautiful. And for, like, it's honestly really hard to top the original thing, because that is the original Greek story, the original myth, and that is beautiful. So to breathe new life into it is extremely difficult, in my opinion. I haven't really heard of many other Greek retellings just because I feel like it is so hard to breathe new life into it. The only ones that I've heard of are Madeline Miller and Clytemnestra. I mean, Madeline Miller and Costanza Casati. I really feel like, I don't know, these alliteration name girls got it going on as far as Greek retellings. I think I really got bored. An example of writing I didn't really like, well, this also isn't really Greek retelling, but Lore by Alexandra Bracken. I think that was supposed to be a Greek retelling. Wasn't a huge fan of that. So yeah, I think that it really takes a lot to be able to write a really solid Greek retelling book, and to take a woman, my hand looks weird, and to take a woman and do that in this big of a book. This thing is almost 500 pages. That's crazy. But it is a solid book. Like, I'm still not bored, which is crazy. Normally in a book, if it's not like constantly got something going on, I'm bored. Like the last book that I read, as you saw in the last segment, was Never Lie. That book was only, I think, less than 300 pages, but it was action-packed the whole time, so I was never bored. With this book, there's not always action going on. It's a lot of story building and world building, and we're getting, as my calculus professor put it the other day, we're getting a lot of Gun introduced in the first few pages for Gun to later go off and kill someone at the end of the book. And that is, I really liked how he put that. Don't ask me why a calculus professor is talking about metaphors. But I think that we've had a lot of that in this book. If you know, you know. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking about this now because this has been a really long segment. But yeah, thanks for coming along. And if you're watching my channel, I have never said this before because I don't have any fans, but one day I hope to be making content on a bigger, broader scale and to bring the joy of reading to so many people who may not know exactly what to read. I like to read all types of books. The only books I don't really like to read are like historical nonfiction, like that actually bores me. And this isn't necessarily like nonfiction because even if this stuff happened, like with Agamemnon and Clytemnestra, like even if this is real life, there's so much supernatural elements throughout the story that it makes it bearable. And I just really don't like history. I think that our world is so boring, and so to write about like things that have happened, like, okay, like I don't really care. Historical fiction is a little bit different. To take a historical event and put a twist on it, that also might be interesting to read. And obviously I like regular fiction. So, but my point is, if you're new to my channel, I am extremely thankful for you watching me. I am extremely thankful that I get to read while I am completing my college degree. It's not often that I find a lot of free time, and so I have kind of tried to carve out some time for myself closer to nighttime, and it's been working recently, and I've read a good chunk of a book in 5 days, so I'm very proud that I get to do this as a hobby. So perhaps if I ever pick up another hobby that I really, really love, I'll post about that too. I do like to run. So if you know me in real life, I love to run. I love to work out. I obviously haven't worked out this week because I've been sick. And also a new hobby that I found is journaling. I love to journal. It really is. I thought at the beginning that I would just be doing like little sections, but I mean, let me ask the audience. I've been writing in this thing like a lot. And like these are all the days that I've written so far. So yeah, I'm very proud of journaling. I think that it's a way to like quit saying like. I think that it's a way to reintroduce structure into my life because over the past few months, I have not really felt a certain structure to my life. I felt like it was fun in that instance. I have felt like unstructured in a sense, and I feel as though my grades are slipping because of it. Vulnerable moment. Anyway, I think that I am getting my life back on track by formulating a sort of structure as far as reading before bed and then journaling before bed and then whatever else. So yeah, and then next week whenever I'm feeling better, I'll try to also introduce the gym and studying into this routine. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next clip. Okay, you guys, oh my gosh. So, I just finished this. I finished Clytemnestra, and I'm gonna wrap up the non-spoilery section. I was right. It's gonna be a 4 out of 5. This book was so good, but the ending, knowing the myth, it was so unsatisfying, and that may kind of be a spoiler, but like if you know the story, it's a very good depiction. It's a very good depiction, I would say that. So yeah, this is gonna get a 4 out of 5 from me. I definitely want to read another one of Costanza Gazzetti's novels if she writes like another Greek mythology book. I think she's written one of like Babylonian mythology or something like that, but I don't really want to read that. I'm just gonna wait until, or I might try looking up like other Greek mythology novels. Ew, that was kind of cringe. But yeah, none of it was boring. I never got bored. I started this literally, I think Sunday, and it's Friday. So like I finished it in 5 days. Almost a 500-page book. But also like I was doing a thing where I read 50 pages a day. So I read 50 pages Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No, that's not right. I guess I started it on Saturday, so technically 6 days, whatever. But I only read 10 pages on Saturday, and then Sunday I read 50. Yeah, so Sunday 50, Sunday 50, Monday 50, Tuesday 50, Wednesday 50, Thursday 50, which is 250. And then I just flew through the last 230 pages. Like, I literally, it was so good. And to see all of the things that Clytemnestra goes through, I thought, based off of like the back, because normally, you know, like the back gives you like where the story starts, just to not spoil so much. And it is, I guess, the one thing I could say is like that the back does kind of like tell you everything about the story. Like, it doesn't tell you how she does it. It doesn't tell you all of that. But I mean, I think I already used the metaphor of my calculus teacher saying when a gun is introduced in a story, the gun will come to play later. The gun did come to play, metaphorically, obviously. There is no guns in Greek mythology, but this was a very good example of something introduced in the beginning, or someone introduced in the beginning to be brought back later. That's not really a spoiler. So yeah, really good book overall. I would definitely give it a 4 out of 5. I will be reading from this author again, and I'm just really happy that I got to read this. I think I was so nervous to read this after I read Never Lie, because Never Lie was so action-packed and so short. It was only like 200-something pages. And so to go from that to like a little bit of a thicker book, I was a little bit nervous because and also the font was like really good, which helped. Like, the font helped me feel like I wasn't reading a lot. Even though like it's still a big book and there's still a lot of words. It helped me feel, I liked the font in this too. Random, but I liked it. I don't know what I'm going to read next. I think I've showed you my options. I have The Genius Plague by David Walton, Joan Didion and the White Album, The Secret History by Donna Tartt, The Jungle by Upton Sinclair, I think, and the Murder at the End of the World, or The Last Murder at the End of the World by Stuart Turton. So those are my options, unless I want to go to a bookstore. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe I'll waste some more gas and some more money. I really shouldn't do that. But I am bored, so who knows? Maybe I will. But no, I really need to lock in for my exams. So unfortunately, I do think I'm going to be picking a book that I have here to read. So yeah. Really happy I read this. Really happy that I bought this. Me and my friend Sarah were supposed to be reading this like together and talking about it. Unfortunately, she doesn't follow this channel, so Sarah, if you find this, it's okay, but I don't think she's gonna read it. It was a really good book though, so I hope she picks it up, and I hope that we get to read it together, and I really want to talk about it with her. I feel like she would like the themes that's in it, but yeah, I don't see her picking up the book, because we talked about it, but I'm sure she'll probably forget. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. This has been my two-part series. It's the same video. This has been my double header, if you will, for you baseball fans out there. This has been not double header. This has been what is that word? Dual episode? Double feature. That's the word I was looking for. This has been a double feature of Never Lie and Clytemnestra. Out of both, which one did I like more? Interesting question, Grayson. I'm glad you asked. I think as far as the plot, I liked Never Lie better just because of the plot twists. I liked that I couldn't predict all the plot twists in the almost 300-page book. However, in this book, literally on the back, it tells you like something that took like 200 pages or 250 pages. Actually, no, it takes about 300 pages of these 400 pages. That's actually crazy. I just looked, sorry that took some of this time up, but on the back of this book, it says, "You stand by helplessly as he sacrifices your child to placate the gods." No spoilers, but like that doesn't happen until way later in the book. I didn't even know that. It's still a good book. The writing was still beautiful. What I was getting to is I like the plot twists better and this plot overall better in Never Lie, but Clytemnestra had way better writing. This writing literally did flips and tricks around Frida McFadden's writing, no shade. Love Frida McFadden. I will be reading more of her books. The next time I go to the bookstore, I do want to buy one. I really want to read Ward D next, or The Inmate. So yeah, I actually do really want to buy a book, but I don't know. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. You should read it too. You would like this book if you like Greek mythology, if you are a feminist, if you enjoy revenge stories. Oh, I don't think I even ever talked about what this book is about. Okay, well, I advise you not to read the back. I mean, obviously, like, you can read it if you want, but, like, I'm gonna give you kind of like a unspoilery version. So, Clytemnestra, obviously, we follow the main character, and she goes through a lot in her life, and she just decides that she wants revenge. And we get to see a real character study of, I would say, someone that remains unbroken, but I do think that she, in the end, is broken. And we didn't get to see how that story ended, but it actually wrapped up with a happy ending for her. So I don't know how I feel about that, but non-spoilery ending, non-spoilery summary of the book is Clytemnestra is the daughter of a king, and yeah, she basically goes through some stuff, and then she gets revenge, and that's all. So if you like the sound of that, and that interests you, you should definitely read this. Writing was really flowy and really beautifully written. It was really detailed. I loved the depiction of like broken people loving, and like how justice was written in this. I'm a really big fan of that. I'm a really big fan of people getting what's coming to them and karma being served at the end of the day. So yeah, what I will leave you with is be kind to one another and don't let karma get you. That's a joke. But really do be kind to one another. And if you're seeing this, I guess give it a like. And maybe one day this channel will be filled with many beautiful people that I can share books I like with. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.